What is up, everybody? What is up? What is up? What is up? Rajay back in the house. Decided to do a little bit of a quick live stream here for my buddy Mick T. Long overdue. And he had actually sent me this one before, finally getting around to drinking it. I figured I would save it for a live stream. The Dragon Soop, 7.5% ABV. This is from over in the UK. So this is actually a malt beverage that he had actually sent to me a while back, and if y'all don't know, Mick's a great guy. He's a lot of times on the Eclectic Beers channel and Blake's and on mine as well. He actually had this design for me before, so he came up with this himself. Great artwork that he put on this one. EB also has one that you can see on his channel, but appreciate Mick, and had this one sitting in the cooler and realized I had not drank this one. Now, I did drink the other one he had sent to me. We had done that during one of the Thursday night shows, and since he was watching, so I figured why not go ahead and do this other one right now. So this is actually the peach and the raspberry. It is a malt beverage. Comes in at 7.5% ABV. Dragon Soop flavored fermented malt beverage containing high levels of caffeine, blended with taurine, guarana, and delicious flavors. Like the other two weren't delicious. They just mentioned those, and then they say delicious flavors. Resulted in a truly unique drinking experience. 500 milliliter can. Makes a note on here, high caffeine content as well. Drink responsibly, it says on here too. So all this stuff right there on the backside of the Dragon Soop. What's going on, Adam? Mercy in the house evening. Yeah, the soup. So Mick has sent this to me, as I mentioned, and I'm going to go ahead and crack this one open. Not sure if I'll get it all down or not, but $2.99 a pound it has on the can as well. So you get that on the bottom. So there you go, $2.99 a pound of the Dragon Soop. Let's go ahead and crack this one open. I haven't done a live video like this in a while, so I figured, why not do something crazy here? I was going to do some Oktoberfest beers, and I may actually do that later. So, what's going on there? Bowman's in the house. Evening. Nice to see Dragon Soop crossing the pond. Yeah, this came courtesy of Mick T, as I mentioned. So, did one before, which the one before wasn't as bad. You know, to me, the first one I figured was kind of like pretty much if a monster drink had alcohol in it. That's what you would get here. What's up, Todd? Cheers, homie. All right, so we get that all in there. Obviously, the head's not going to hold because it's not a beer we're looking at. Get the fizz. Now, on the camera here, it looks more orangish than it actually is. Has more of a pink hue here. It smells fruity as hell in it. I mean, you do get the peach, you do get the raspberry, but it's got that kind of backing of it, kind of like a monster drink. Definitely can tell it's going to be a high sweetness in play. What is going on, Tunis? Good to see you, my friend. I haven't watched any NFL game. I thought people liked Tony Romo, though. I thought Tony Romo was doing a good job from what I heard. I heard he was a better announcer than a quarterback, actually. Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and get a taste here. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty much if you had like a Monster or a Red Bull and you added alcohol. It's kind of what you get. You know, people drink those Red Bull and vodkas. Kind of get a feeling of that. Got a lot of sweetness there. A lot of sweetness. She just I hate when the head doesn't hold. I mean, if she can't hold it, what's the point? Mm. High carbonation factor. A lot of prickling on the tongue. Really dancing around. It's got that extra sweetness to it that kind of lingers on the back end. Hey, what's up, Paul? Happy Sunday to you. Yeah, the Dragon Soop. This is the second can of Dragon Soop I've actually had. Did the other one a while back and forgot I had this one there until I was moving stuff in the cooler. Like, I need to go ahead and drink that one. Or at least try to drink that one. It does linger around. I feel like on the back of my tongue, it's got a little bit of a cardboardish type flavor to it. But you still do get the peach and the raspberry as well. Geez, I would rather watch Joe Buck and Troy Aikman than Romo. Actually, Buck and Aikman, from when I did watch the NFL, weren't as bad, although Buck can be irritating after a point. But they say Tony Romo does pretty good picking out the plays and stuff like that and commentating everything that I've heard. So, but he was a cowboy. Got to keep that in mind. That lingering feel of the flavor is there. I mean, for a cheap drink to get your buzz on and to get that extra push of energy, I guess it's not a bad thing, Bullman, Mercy, you guys are over in the UK. Do you guys drink this stuff that much? How do you guys feel about this drink? I mean, if you want to get a quick buzz on and you were trying to get the party started, would you drink something like this with that extra caffeine kicking in? Here in the States where I'm at, it's 4:28, so I got some time to let it wind down later on. It says the UK Chief Medical Officer recommend adults do not regularly drink more than 14 units per week. That's actually here in the States too. At least for males, they say like 2 a day, no more than 14 a week. I think females, they say 1 a day, so no more than 7. So, not suitable for children, pregnant women, or persons sensitive to caffeine. You would think any alcohol wouldn't be good for pregnant women, but they got to put it on a can. But here's the thing: can children over there start drinking at 16? So if someone is 16 and they had a can of this, would it be bad for them? Could they actually buy this then? Or is that not in the UK as well? Maybe it's just like Germany. So for best before and see basic can. And this was actually good out until March of 2023. So you have some time before you have to drink it. You see, Tina said, I'm a Pack fan, so I hate the Cowgirls, but I'm glad to see Dak back from his leg. Yeah, to see a person recover from that is actually nice as well. From the injury that he went through, you want to see a player get a second chance possibly. So good to see he's back there. And I saw the score from last week, so they lost a close one, but going against Tampa Bay, I mean, you got to don't leave Tom Brady any time. Don't leave him any time. What's up, James? Rampant Lion Reviews in the house. All hail to Soop. So apparently James has had this as well. I don't drink that much, but I reviewed most of them. They are very sweet. Yeah, you get the very sweetness coming out of it. Well, I will say this, though. As much as the sweetness is coming out, I'm halfway down the glass, so you can get through them. It's not overly sweet where you're to a point of maybe having to pour it down the drain. So it is kind of hanging in there. 2 shots of Shine will get the party going, and then you can switch to Old Milwaukee, right? That's another option. That's another option right there. 2 shots of Shine. Yeah, I've got one of the. I got two cans of the Rebel coffee downstairs. That one is not as great, but with the Rebel coffee, I'll usually put in like some of the Jameson's cold brew, or I'll put what's the other thing over there? The coffee tequila. I'll spike it with that just to give it a little bit more of a body. Let's see, James saying hello there. The Bullman. Should be 18 over here. If you can fight for your country, you should have a beer if you want one. Yeah, well, it used to be 18. The drinking age used to be 18, then it got changed. In fact, when I went to college back in 87 as a freshman, it had just changed from 18 to 21, which sucked for me because, you had to wait longer, even though I was already drinking before there anyway, but you just couldn't legally get it anymore. So, but yeah, but I think there was maybe stuff done with 18-year-olds where it was too dangerous, like some of them couldn't handle it, which when you go to college and you see the freshmen coming in, we used to actually watch them get hammered at the frat parties because they couldn't handle it. So, always an interesting experience. Harry has a PhD in Soop, so Harry's a big drinker of these, huh? What's going on there, Bart? Beautiful day in South Jersey. Nice. Doing well. Hopefully you are too. I was supposed to go to this weekend Oktoberfest. Decided actually not to go to Oktoberfest just because we're kind of in a hot zone for all this stuff. And I have to worry about, like being a carrier or anything like that as well. But some people were down there, hardly any mask people were wearing. And with the numbers high as they are in Ohio and in Kentucky, just kind of give it a pass, which sucks because it is the biggest in the world this year. But I do have some Oktoberfest beers that I'll be sharing here on the channel as well. Have I tried Buckfast? I have not. I've never heard of Buckfast. Yeah, the Coffee to Kill, I have a bottle here, barely even open, Todd. So I may actually do a Rebel Coffee with some of that in a little bit as well. Let me see. I got to make dinner in a bit, but that's some good stuff. And if you guys haven't seen that one, if you get a chance, this right here, this is nice to put into your coffee to give you a little bit more of a kick, or you can put it into some of the coffee drinks like the Guinness coffee that they have now. I'll put this into it as well. It's only 40 proof, so it's only 20%, so it's going to just give you a little bit more of a kick there, but this is a fine tasting coffee liqueur done with tequila and from Cantera Negra. It's tasty. Very, very, very tasty. Make the military interest 21. If you're old enough to decide to put your life in jeopardy, you should be able to go. Well, yeah, that's the other thing, right? If you want to move that back. Watch Thomas opens Mystery Soop video. It broke his brain, then he liked it. I'll have to look at that one. Hopefully he did it in English, though, because I know he does some that aren't in English. But overall, I mean, I'm drinking it, so it is drinkable. That sweetness does linger. I would think with something like this, you probably would drink it quick to get it out of the way. Like if you were going to be going out that night or something like that, to kind of get a couple of these in, get your ABV up a little bit. The peach and the raspberry, not too bad. I wouldn't recommend, like to say people should go out and grab it, but like I said, I think this is more kind of for that younger type crowd where you're first really getting out there and starting to learn how to drink and you're trying to find the cheapest things to get your buzz on. I think it's actually where that fits into that criteria. We've all been there. Here in the States, back in the day, it was Mad Dog, it was Boone's Irish Farm, it was Wild Irish Rose, it was all kinds of different stuff, but we didn't really have the canned drinks like that, so we had to get those type of things. But nowadays, that would have been something we probably would have drank as we were starting out. So good, still waiting for a commission for pushing that one. Yeah, you guys don't have it over there still? I'm trying to think. You know what? I don't even think we have it at our Kroger's, Todd, because usually I have to go to Party Source to actually get this one here. So that one is pretty tasty. It's a way to clear the colon anyway. Well, who doesn't need that? Who doesn't need to clean their colon out, James? And then the other one, right here. This is the other good stuff. Jameson Cold Brew. You can add this to some of the coffee type beers as well to give it a little bit of a kick, which is nice. Or drink it by itself. Either way, still pretty solid. Jameson Irish Whiskey infused with natural cold brew coffee flavor. And this one is tasty. This was only 30% ABV, so 60 proof on here, but very solid. Best enjoyed, you say chilled over ice or in a cocktail. I would add there, put it into one of your coffee drinks. Coffee in the morning, put in your cup of coffee to get you started for the day. Harry can chug them in about 30 seconds. The messages you'll get after that are priceless. You know what? I can see this actually being something you can actually chug rather easily. I could see people chugging this out. I mean, 16-ounce can, I would think Harry could probably do it under 30 seconds. Because it's carbonated, but I feel like you could still get it down. Because I haven't tried to do a chug since the last liter beer that I did last year, so. Chugging, it's not one of my strong points. I don't do that enough, or a lot. But as you can see, this one's all gone. So not overly terrible if you can finish it, right? If you can finish it, then says something. And now it is all gone. Thanks again to Mick for shooting it my way. But the best thing is still, I love this thing here that he designed. This was freaking awesome. So Mick, appreciate that too. And you know what, Mick? It's starting to get warmer. So I'm able to start wearing the flat lid here pretty soon. So I'll be rocking that as well. I'll probably have that on some of the videos too. That being said, since I'm all done, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I might come back later to do some of the Oktoberfest beers later tonight. So hopefully if you guys are around, if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And of course hit the alarm bell so you're notified if I do that. Shout out to Gary Haley, who actually was the latest subscriber to the channel. So appreciate you there as well. I'll look forward to catching up with you guys soon. Keep drinking those good craft beers. And when with that, James says blend the Negra Cafe and the Jameson, then chug. Show your toilet who's boss. Actually, I have put both of those into the Rebel Coffee that I've had as well. So I've put them both together before, but I've not done a chug with them. but, yeah. But you know what? I don't know. If you chug this, would you be sick? Like I said, you might be, depending on how much you did chug. But chugging is my past at this point. I'll catch up with you guys later. Y'all have a great one. Talk to you soon.